Thank you for that, Ed. Many of the victims from Malaysia Airlines flight MH17 have already returned to the Netherlands and other countries, but the Dutch Prime Minister says he is sending forensic experts now and police to the crash site to make sure that they bring back all of the victims and their property. At a press conference regarding the flight and the disaster here that is scheduled for later today, we'll keep you updated on any new developments and new information that comes out of that news conference. Meanwhile, there are new images coming into the newsroom right now of Air Algeria plane that went down in northern Africa yesterday. The plane was carrying 116 passengers. It crashed in Mali. Aviation officials say they lost contact with the pilots just about an hour after they took off. The plane was headed from Burkina Faso to Algeria. Most of the passengers on board were either French or Spanish nationals. French President Francois Hollande offered his condolences to the families of the victims during a press conference yesterday. The French president says he's not ruling anything out at this point until he gets a thorough investigation into the crash, although initial reports suggest the plane crashed due to weather. And now many people are left wondering whether or not it's safe to fly the friendly skies, but this graph right here shows that it is in fact safe to fly, especially this year. This trend line proves that this year has seen the least number of airline tragedies in recent memory. So far, there have been 11 crashes and 644 fatalities this year, but that is significantly lower than in years past. In the meantime, President Obama going on CNBC yesterday talking about the safety in the air and particularly whether or not it's safe to fly to Israel. This after the FAA placed a ban on flights into Tel Aviv.
The initial ban that was imposed by the FAA was based on Israel needing to show us that, in fact, it was safe for commercial airlines to fly in.
Well, a lot of folks say that Israel didn't need to show us anything. The president also told CNBC that the FAA's decision was not motivated by the White House and not motivated by politics. Of course, some folks, including Texas Senator Ted Cruz, say the FAA's ban was part of the Obama administration's secret anti-Israeli plot. Cruz says the Obama White House used the FAA to launch an economic boycott on Israel. More news in 30 minutes. I'm John Bachman. Now over to Midpoint in Ed Berlin.